Hello, my name is Brianna Walden, and today I will be sharing with you guys my response to the movie Tsotsi. For those of you who have not seen it, Tsotsi is a movie about a young thug that grew up in the slums of Johannesburg, South Africa. He's the leader of a gang that consists of him and his three friends. They live in poverty and make their way of life by killing and stealing from people. Tsotsi is very selfish and heartless in the beginning of the film, and you later come to find out through flashbacks that he had a very rough childhood between his mother dying of AIDS and running away from his abusive father. Tsotsi steals a car from a woman in a nicer part of the city and shoots the woman when driving off. It isn't until he gets a few miles down the road that he realizes there's a baby in the backseat of the car. He ends up taking the baby with him and attempting to take care of it himself, although he doesn't really know where to begin. He finds a woman in his neighborhood that has a baby and takes the baby to her so she can breastfeed him. She ends up offering to keep the baby since Tsotsi said his mother wasn't around. The two of them take care of the baby until the woman finds out from the paper that the baby was missing. Tsotsi goes back to the house where he stole the car and breaks in to take some of the baby's stuff so he can properly take care of him. You see a huge shift in Tsotsi's attitude throughout the film. After he took the baby, he became loving and emotional, whereas he wasn't before. He finally decides to take the baby back, but finds it harder than he thought it would be. He hands the baby over to the parents after being surrounded by police in the middle of the street. That's just like a somewhat quick overview. And here I posted the trailer, which kind of just gives you an idea of what the movie's going to be about. So I'm going to discuss a little bit from my critical comment section. The cinematography of this film, I feel, was very reflective of the different scenes in the movie. The lighting shifted between different areas within the movie. For example, lighting was darker during the scenes in the slum and brighter when in nicer parts of the city. This visual helps you see the difference in how the two worlds live. And then this is a tweet from someone else commenting on the cinematography. Said the soundtrack, the storyline, the cast, the acting, the script, the movie as a whole, a real work of art. Okay, a little about the cultural significance. The main social issue in this film is the poverty and inequality that lies within the slums of South Africa. Some people seem to be kind of forced into a life they would have never imagined for themselves simply because of where they came from and how they grew up. There's a part in the movie where you see several orphan children. They lived in cement pipes, which is also where Tsotsi lived after he ran away from his abusive father, which is pretty sad that children that young have to take care and provide for themselves because they have no one else to depend on. And then this link takes you to a website that kind of goes more into detail of the poverty in Johannesburg, South Africa. So if you want to learn more about that. A little about my personal response. Personally, I really enjoyed the film. The transformation of Tsotsi throughout the movie was very moving. He ended up becoming a decent human being that was very empathetic after taking the baby. And even in today's world, there are so many people that even I have seen make a complete transformation once they acquire more responsibilities or have someone else they have to take care of. I loved the raw emotions expressed by Tsotsi, from him never conveying positive emotions all the way to him smiling at everything the baby did and crying when he took him back. This video, a couple of maybe students or just young adults that watch the film, and they're kind of giving their overview of what they think of it. And the reflective response, overall, I think the movie did a great job portraying the way life is or was in the slums, and it was similar to the depiction of the slums in other movies we've watched throughout the course. It illustrates the way of life for people who don't have much and what they choose to make of it. And this link below just helps give a better overview of the film and a lot more details. So that's it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.